You know, there is a company, I'm just looking at this, it's called Dignity Pet. I'm sure there's lots of companies that do this. That when people move house, and obviously part of a family is a pet, often, and they've buried the pet in the garden, that this company and other companies like it will exhume the pet.
Oh.
I know.
So they put the dig in dignity.
Yeah, indeed. Or in Scotland, we say they put the dig in the dug. And you take your dead pet with you to your next place.
Oh, right.
Right.
I've had a bit of a strange thing with dead pets because we had a lot of guinea pigs, and every time they died, then the fox would get them, and then it would be like, everyone stay in the house, you know, there's carnage out in the garden. So then we put our guinea pig in the deep freezer because we didn't know what to do.
Of course you did.
We didn't know what to do with it.
You know when we went to her house and we had that curry that tasted a bit weird?
Guinea pig curry.
No, I put it in the bottom drawer. It wasn't near food, but I was like, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? And then I remember a friend of mine arrived with this really posh bottle of champagne or cognac or something. And the first thing I said to her was, well, you know when you get them in the wooden box?
Wooden box, yeah.
Oh, give me that. That's perfect for the guinea pig. And then inside it was all satiny, you know when you get in a really posh bottle. So it was perfect. So I put like the frozen guinea pig in it. Like,
I mean, if you're going to exhume, so that would be all right if it's in a box.
Yeah, because
but if you just like buried it as it is,
What
that
was
would be a bit.
story you had? Was it a friend, a rabbit?
Oh no, it was a story I read years ago about a couple that went on holiday and their next door neighbours, their dog turned up through the French doors at the back of the house with this dead rabbit in their mouth, and they were like, oh my God, it's the neighbour's rabbit, and they were terrified. So they like washed it and blow dried it and went over the fence, stuck it back in the cage. I thought, oh, no one will know. Anyway, neighbours came back from holiday, came round for like a drink, and they went, oh, well, we're a bit traumatised. Oh, why is that? And they said, well, 2 weeks before we went away on holiday, Thumper died, and we buried him, and some joker has done him up, blow-dried him, and put him back in the...
To which they were like,
How terrible! Who could that have been?
Sherry, anyone? I bet you all want to take your animals, won't you, if you moved home?
Well, you know me, I'm sentimental.
Yeah.
No, I do definitely understand people that want to sort of bring their animals with them. I buried quite a few of our animals in the garden, but I couldn't have dug them up, like you said, because they weren't in nice, lovely wine boxes.
Cognac boxes.
They weren't in those nice boxes. But my mum, after burying a couple of animals in the garden, we decided that from then on we should get our animals cremated. And I know it sounds like I'm making a real big issue out of it, but when a pet dies in our house, it's like another member of the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we wanted
Well, they're
to,
a proper sort of pet cemetery.
We've got lots of comments on this.
Yeah.
Idaj says, when our chinchilla passed, we buried him in a plant pot so we could take him with us if we moved because we didn't want to leave him
Well, there you
behind.
go. Don't
Have you got the ashes of your pets then?
we've still got the... My mum keeps the ashes of our cat on her windowsill. There it is. Look,
Well, do you know what?
Next to the jasmine tea.
and then you can take the ashes everywhere. You don't need to dig up the animal.
But it's good. But it just came to me there because Sherry Houston's going to come on later, and she'll verify this. This is true. Sherry carried the ashes of her dog around in her handbag for years.
Oh.
She did. And I'm sure that dog was called Caius. Sherry's going to turn up at any moment, and I'm sure it was a Weimaraner or something called Caius. And you see her handbag and say, what sign? Well, that's Caius.
Oh,
So we'll check this out. We've got poll results on this one because we did ask people whether or not they would exhume a pet and take it. What are the results? Oh, well, I really don't have to tell you much except 88% said no.
I'm surprised. I thought,
No.
but with
So
the...
only 18% wouldn't.
88% said no.
Oh, 88%
Only
said
12% like you, Stacey, said
Aren't
that
you
they would.
surprised with that figure, though?
No.
Great British public, they love their pets. I thought it would be the other way around.
They're all so
50-50.
sensible.